question. I know there's
so many joints.
plenty of friends that I got. I know that there's plenty of friends that I got that'll.
Come on, Fred.
Okay. Okay.
No, come on, Fred. No. Don't stop halfway through. Hold on. Go ahead,
All
Fred.
I'm gonna say is I got plenty of friends who have hung out with someone that I hung out with, and y'all have never heard me utter a word.
So they smashed her?
Yeah.
They smashed?
But
Okay.
they probably don't even know because I keep
Well, how
to
you
myself.
know? Why you know? Hold up, how you know?
That's the question.
Well, that's
the question.
Go ahead.
If they don't know.
He knows probably, I'm assuming here, because that individual wanted him to know. So not the guy, the girl.
Both. I'll say both have mentioned. Both will have mentioned it.
Well, why
I'm
they
just
want?
saying.
But hold on, let me go deeper to this. Why does she or he want you to know?
That's a great question.
Made you jealous?
Because either one or two. Let me break down why.
No, I mean the fellas don't know. The fellas don't know where I've been because I don't tell anybody anything. Why usually the women don't say anything to me. I just happen to find out because the fellas be talking. They're like, do. Like, oh, so what am I supposed to say?
Me too.
So hold on. So you just told Fred. Hold on, Fred. You just told on yourself.
I did.
Because what? No. What it is what Fred just told us. What he just told us was he the one operating in secrecy. Because he told you. Because he just told you that they're the one talking. That I'm the one just listening. I mean, that's what he said.
No, I would call it discretion.
Thank you.
Because only
Thank you.
a mature person.
Don't get semantical all
Hold up.
That's why I said, like for me, I couldn't be upset at a woman who messed with a man because I didn't have thought about it.
So this is man though. Listen, you can call it discretion, call it secret. I called it secrets on the show. Yeah, you call it discretion. A name by any other name is still the same.
A mallard quacks and a duck quacks, but they're both not considered a duck.
Hey, if it walk like a duck and quack like a
They both are
Damn it,
bird.
it's damn-
They both in the
damn
duck
it, it's a
family.
duck.
They both in the duck in the bird family.
So look, so coach, let's circle back.
Okay.
So was the young lady wrong the way she treated Buddy once he got vulnerable and communicated with her what she requested?
So I told the group last night and we said we went back to decisions, y'all. The show decisions are never black and white.
Hey.
And the reason why this was the first episode that we put out because there are complex layers here. And the complex layer is we say that we want a thing. You say that we want something. And then when we get the thing that we want, then all of a sudden the thing that I've asked for isn't what I want. And so and so let me break down something else. There is, let's look at the camera. There is no perfect, no ideal person for you. There is no perfect person. Let me explain. Now, when people think of the person of my dreams, there is no person of your dreams. You know why?
The dreams is not a reality.
Because your dreams happen in your head, right? But you ever notice how when you dream about a person, it never the dream never reveals the things you have to deal with. In your dreams, the person never has trauma. In your dreams, that person never has communication problems. In your dreams, that person never has conflict problems.
Yeah.
But and then when you get the person in real life that comes with trauma, comes with conflict resolution problems, comes with communication problems, you say now the person isn't the person of my dreams. It's only because the person in your dreams never came with those problems. And so now in real life, we have to deal with real issues. And so I often say to people, relationships wouldn't be so hard if we didn't expect them to be so easy. Think about that for a minute, y'all.
Say that one more time.
I said relationships wouldn't be so hard if we didn't expect them to be so easy.
Wow.
Because what happens with us, because we feel a certain way, because when you go into a relationship and you feel something, you start quivering when you start thinking about the person. Ooh, their phone number come up and you're like, who? Because I'm feeling something. Because what happens is, now I want to get to the psychology of it. The limbic part of your brain, Okay? The amygdala, part of your brain, is where is your control center for your emotions. It hijacks your neocortex, the logical part of your brain. That's why when people say, oh, you in your feelings, we say you in your feelings, right? What we're really saying is the limbic part of your brain has hijacked your neocortex, the logical part of your brain, and you start doing shit that ain't logical. You start doing emotional stupid. Right. That's why she keyed your car.
Moving with emotions.
That's why she bust the windows out your car, because the limbic part of your brain overrode the neocortex. And so when you're in a relationship, you're like, oh man, that's why you start doing dumb stuff. Yeah. You start doing stuff, you're like, that's me? Yeah. I can't believe that I just came up to your job.
Out of character, yo.
Sometimes that'll be the power of the coochie, though. Talk crazy.
And you know what? The power of the coochie will hijack your limbic body. That coochie will hijack it too.
For sure right now.
That's a for sure right on.
You be like, you be doing stuff, you be like, where you at, my man? I'll get back at you. Where you at? Bro, this your man, right? You be like, bro, I'll get back at you. I'm handling something.
No, you in some bullshit. I'm about to get back at you though, bro. This right here some good.
Yeah, nah.
So, Coach, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with the little show where they pop the balloons?
Yes.
So you just mentioned how women think about that dream man or that perfect man.
Right.
I've been watching that show. I love that show, in fact.
Okay.
The thing that's been angering me is
no.
guys walk out there and it'll be a, you know what I'm saying, pause, but it'll be a decent little dude.
Yeah.
And then they go out there and they start popping the balloons. Pop, 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 pop. And I'm like,
And you look at who popped it.
yeah, I'm like, yo, yes. And I'm looking at the person that's popping it.
Wi-Fi's way, trans,
And I'm like,
but you know what I mean?
so they start speaking and then they just start killing the dude. Like, I'm in the fitness, so as soon as I look at you, it's like, you won't check the boxes. Like, I can't do it because you don't have a six pack and you're not fitting my standards. But like Joe said, the person popping the balloon, like, oh, why are women thinking like
But why does that bother you too? Well, Coach, go ahead and answer, Coach.
No, it bothers me because that's how a lot of women think, and I don't know.
But what's wrong with that?
What's wrong with it is they're single.
But
What's wrong with it?
But what's wrong with it?
Look, they're looking at the wrong thing.
Who says who?
But they want us.
To who?
It says reality. It says
To whose reality?
with a balloon in their hand.
Whose reality?
Theirs.
Can't they have their own preference? That's wild.
No, that's what
That's wild.
With Blink is,
Yeah.
it's something
Yes.
about preference, and it's also something about being superficial.
What's wrong with that?
Realistic.
It's a lot.
realistic.
It's not my preference.
What's your preference?
But this is their
Oh
preference.
yeah, we can't ask that man.
The end.
Like,
Hey, that's all you get out of
He
that.
said my wife. That nigga was like, my wife. I ain't saying but one word. I'm gonna keep this. So I can tell you a smart dude though. That's what I'm saying. My wife. That's it. That's my damn preference. All right. So can I?
Yes, sir.
So I'm about to go into coach mode. Fred. All right. So let me explain this to y'all. Number one, I've coached. I've saved 305 marriages. I put thousands of people together. And the first thing that I tell people, ditch the list. Now, some of you,
Coach.
okay, good.
So I got some quotables, boy.
So let me explain why though.
Ditch the list.
The reason you make a list, I'm saying that, but I don't say ditch your core values.
Correct.
So there's a difference between core values and a list. I get them to make out, I said craft your core values, but it's different than the list. So let me explain to you. A lot of them say, I want a man, he got to make X amount of money. I want a man, he got to be X amount tall, right. And all of that are preferences. But here's the problem. I said, now let's go deeper. I say, the reason you made the list is because you think on some level that if I get these things on my list, I'm going to be happy. Now notice what I just said. If I check the boxes on my list, I'm going to get these things, I'm going to be happy. If I get a man that make $150,000 a year, I'm going to be happy. If I get a man 6 feet, I'm going to be happy. If I get a man that's this, that. Or women too. Men make lists too, y'all. Women make, this ain't gender specific. All right? But hold on, let me finish this one thing. This ain't gender specific. Here's the thing, no. The problem with that is many of the people will get the things on their list financially and all of those things and be miserable.
Yep.
Why is that? The reason is because the list is based on extrinsic things.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
Yeah.
Extrinsic, outer things. But the things that's gonna make you truly happy are intrinsic. Inside. That's why I teach my people. I said, first thing I want you to do, all my ladies in my academy. I said, somebody in my academy, 62 years old, just got married. And listen to this. And she had been relationship messed up. I said, the first thing I want you to do is this right here. I said, number one, stop thinking about a list, and I want you to write down the things that the man, think about what would make you happy, the way he talks to you. What would make you happy, the things, how much time we spend together. I want you to imagine yourself on a beach, and I want you to imagine what really would make you happy. And so all of a sudden now, I start getting them to focus on the intrinsic thing inside of them, the real stuff that will make you happy. Because if you were to ask my wife can buy her whatever she wants. But you know what me and my wife like to do? What make her happy? If we were to go to the mall and sit there and people watch, and we get a Chinese, you know how they get the little sesame chicken walking by? You want you some rice and sesame chicken, and we just watch people, and we just as happy.
Right.
How much money have I spent? And so intrinsically, the other day she said, "Can I ride with you up to Office Depot?" I said, "I'm just going to get some file folders." She's like, "That's all right. I just want to ride." And y'all, those are the kinds of things that I'm talking about with people. And most of my clients, the same lady who got married. You know what she told me? She said, and so we went through this process of everything that she wanted to change. And I'm going to say this to men, women, anybody listening. You must become the person that can attract the person you want. Notice what I just said.
Man of the brother.
You have to become, if you want a woman that's going to communicate, brothers, you got to become a man that communicates.
Oh, now.
If you want a woman that conflict resolution, you got to become a man that does that. For the same thing in women.
Yeah.
If you want a man to nurture you, you got to be willing to nurture him. You got to become the person that you want to attract. Here's why. And this is powerful, y'all. Get this. We are reflectors. We reflect to the world who we are. You will never attract what you want. You will attract who you are. You ever know the reason why, Chuck, I attracted you, you attracted me when we saw each other? Because I'm about success. I'm exuding everybody that's around me. I'm exuding people who are on a journey, ambitious. That is why we connecting.
Talk to
right? And so when I saw you and you sat down, the connection was already formed because our energy connected before we ever talked. And so what happens is I'm already attracting people who are making money, who are building businesses, who are building influences. The people who ain't doing nothing, don't even call me. We're not on the same energy place. So I want y'all to think about energy like this. And then I'm going to give up this mic, y'all, because I can talk about it. Think about, people talk about the law of attraction and manifestation. It's a powerful thing. It is real, y'all. But you have to put yourself in that mindset. So what happens is, every morning that I wake up about 5 o'clock. And I get into a mode, I pray, and I get into a mode where I do my affirmations. I am a multimillionaire. I got a great team. And I teach this to y'all. And I do things, and I get my mind. The brain waves has 4 frequency levels. alpha, beta, delta, and gamma brainwaves, right? All right. And so what happens is, you ever notice before you go to sleep, you ever been halfway between sleep and awake, and you can hear things that are going on, but you kind of sleep. So what's happening at that point, the delta brain waves are happening. All right. And so what happens is, that is almost what we call the hypnosis state. So what I did was, I created an audio program that spoke to my own brain from my own voice. And so in this program, I said, I'm a multimillionaire. I have a team. I said, I'm on a TV show. Y'all gotta understand this. This was before I ever got a TV show. And so my man AP over there, he's heard it. And I just spoke to myself. And right before I would go to sleep at night, I would just play it. And what am I doing? I'm programming my own self with my own voice. Because a lot of times, y'all, other people's voices are louder in my head than in our heads than our own voice. And so I begin to program my voice, and everything. And I have this journal called a manifestation journal. I begin writing about the things I desired before I had them. And I wrote them. They call it scripting. I wrote it as though I already had it. Because the subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between whether something is real or fake. Have you ever thought something was, you didn't know if it was real, but in your mind, it became real? Yeah. That's how powerful the brain is, y'all. It's neuroscience, and I don't want to get into
No. Oh, you got to, because I'm going to tell you something. So I save these posts. I'm big on AI and all the science stuff. So one of the posts that I saved, that I remind myself of, it talks about how the brain hears a lot. And subconsciously, your subconscious is what dictates your life and what drives you. But when you put in positive energy and negative energy, it can't differentiate the two.
True.
So when you speak negative about yourself, it puts you in a path
of
negative
it.
thoughts. Right. So they say that if you really want to be able to change how you act, how you move, you have to address your subconscious brain. And they say to actually journal about stuff that's already happened and read that back to yourself, because over your time, your brain will start to think that this is actually already been an actionable item. Absolutely. So because it can't distinguish between the two, so it starts to believe it itself.
You made a good point, and I want y'all to understand. He makes a fantastic point. The subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between true or false. It doesn't know it's real. What the subconscious mind does, it accepts what you tell it. Notice what I just said. If I tell it I'm already rich, then it will, if I say it enough time, there's a thing called neuroassociative conditioning, right? You ever notice how that is the reason why you have to put out content every day? Now watch this. People have to get conditioned to your messaging. They say in advertising that how many times does a person have to hear your messaging to get attuned to the message, to believe the message, to the message to resonate with their subconscious? 7 times. On 7 times. So that's why people have to see you over and over and over again. We know the Geico lizard because you saw the little green lizard over and over again. Now your subconscious mind accepted it. Progressive, flow. But y'all, that's how all they're doing is conditioning us. That's why I told y'all from the beginning, you're a media company. If you control the media, you control the mind. That's it. This is the way this works. And so even in relationships, when you communicate something over and over again, when you begin to communicate with your partner over and over again, the partner will begin believing the message, because in neuroassociative conditioning, the more I hear the message, the more the message is my subconscious accepts the message. That's what we're doing here. That's what we're doing.
Let's move forward.
I'm sorry, y'all.
B had a question. Hey, Chuck, B did have a question. I don't know if it's still got it.
No.
Okay.
Oh, you did? I'm sorry, man. I forgot all about that.
No, you know what? We done went so deep into it.
I didn't want to do all that.
We needed it, though. We needed to hear that.
We got Twisted Roots. Twisted Roots, the second episode. Now, I got a question for you on that one.
Okay.
Is that a true story?
Now, and the true story was the cousin. It wasn't the brother. It was the cousin. True story.
Okay.
It's a
So I'm not sure who's familiar with episode 2, but episode 2, basically,
Spoiler alert.
This kid who went away to college, and she ends up actually marrying and having a baby with her brother. Not knowing, because the brother was a product of a a cheating relationship
Yeah.
with a pastor and one of the constituents in the church. So they didn't even know each other.
You ain't watch season 2?
They didn't know about it. So
Oh, y'all go back and watch it. It's gonna be crazy. You know my wife was in that movie, right?
she's a preacher's wife.
And so the funny thing about that episode, right? So my wife was an actress. So the guy we hired, they was uncomfortable. So me and Big P was standing over there. I'm like, look, y'all better get into this shit, bitch. Put your hands on her. I'm like, look, put your hands on her shoulder. Act like you about to get you some.
I was just about to ask you how you felt about that.
Oh, me and my man standing like, look, y'all better get in. The director like, yo, my wife over there like, I don't care nothing about this. The audience got to believe this. So y'all gonna have to do this.
So look, so in a situation,
Oh no.
in a situation like that,
Oh no.
where it's already in a situation like that, where it's already going too far,
60.
because they've already married, they have a kid on the way.
Wow, it's crazy, ain't it?
What would you advise them in that situation? Like,
See, that's actually the hardest one.
yeah,
It really ain't that hard.
but
It's-
it is,
but-
because
but-
before they walked through them church
Yeah.
doors, they were happy.
Yeah.
No problems, no issues. They're a married couple with a child on the way.
Yeah. When I say
everything that happened to be in those doors.
That's why. Do you want to know the truth?
No,
Yeah,
but not only that.
yeah, but-
once you find out that truth,
Yes.
are you gonna let that truth just derail everything that y'all had going on before you walked in that church?
That's coming out all the time. So
But you can't. But and the thing about it is, here's the other problem with that. You had a baby in the process. It's not like we just walked away from it. Okay, we didn't know. We know, but now our baby is a product of this too.
Exactly.
So it's like, golly. But then here's the other problem. Genetically, we are related. And so when I say it was the hardest one, it is the hardest one because everything you thought you knew, your whole world has been shattered. And so
what do you do?
I feel sorry for a lot of people that I coach, but I don't have room for that because I can't help you if I'm attached emotionally. And so after my first year of really coaching, I detached emotionally because I've got to help you. And if I'm emotional, I can't help you. And so I always tell people this I said, I've got to be willing to hurt you to help you.
Sometimes you got time to.
Now think about what I just said. There are some people in your life, in some situations, you got to be willing to hurt the people to help them. And some of us aren't willing to hurt people and tell them the truth. We're not willing to hurt them and say,
want to hear it.
Well, no one wants to hear it. They don't want to hear it. But that's where, on our way down here, let me tell you, on my way down here, my man over there, AP, we were talking about an issue. And he said, I think, this should be told to the person. And I was like, God, bro. I felt in everything we produce, there's a thing called psychological uneasiness. We want to create that in you when you're watching our productions. We want to create psychological uneasiness. He created it in me driving down. And I'm like, and I was like, yeah. He was like, yeah. He's like, yeah, coach. Yeah, what you gonna do? This what you talk about.
Putting you up to it.
And I was like, man.
That one was just so unfortunate because it's like you said, they got a kid now.
Yeah. That was crazy.
And before they walked through those doors, the world was great.
Yeah.
And then they find out some news that just derails their whole.
They're related, right?
being.
They're related. I mean, pretty much in a sense, right?
They're half siblings.
Yeah.
They got the same dad.
What would you do, big dog?
yeah, they seem what people do.
What is it again?
No, you ain't seen that episode.
I haven't.
Oh, okay. You gonna watch it.
Yeah, but I don't want to answer the question. I want to answer the question.
See, without the context of seeing it.
You gotta see it. You gotta see it.
Esco.
Esco, you saw Esco?
Esco, how would you
What's up,
how would
Esco?
you
What would you
handle
do?
that?
I'm gonna end the whole relationship,
Okay.
but I'm gonna take care of my own child.
Okay.
So I'll be a co-father.
Say what?
He's in the relationship, and he's gonna still take care of his child.
And then is that easy? Because you love this person with all your heart.
Right, but it's gonna play the back of my mind
Yeah.
all the time. Like I can't even probably get physical connection with her anymore because I'm like, that's my sister.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So I had these sisters and stuff. So
Right.
I'm so close to them. I think that's gonna change our whole relationship
Yeah.
in my mind. You know,
Yeah.
because I'm like,
Wow.
this is
To me, I think we had too much history, and like I said, I keep saying before we walked through that door, everything was fine. Now, knowing the genetic stuff, that's a little weird. We gotta definitely monitor how this child's gonna come out now. Make sure the child will come out with 3 legs and 3 arms. But besides that, I mean, we are married.
I'm waiting to put my hand up because I'm different.
Go ahead, Fred. What you gonna do,
We
Fred?
ain't having a baby. I watched the episode. It was 4 weeks. We not having a baby.
So you're aboard to be?
Yes.
You a boy?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It's
why
4
would you-
weeks.
Why?
Because I'm not gonna have a child that's born that's inbred. Like to me, that doesn't make sense to me. That doesn't make sense for the baby to have to deal with that. I don't know about the issues, the genetic issues that's gonna happen because of that, and that kid's gonna have that stigma over his head for the rest of the life if he doesn't have problems.
do is move to
So,
Alabama,
so
you'll be fine.
regardless of how I feel about it, I'm not putting the
All
kid
the
through
time in
that.
Alabama, brothers and sisters.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
In the news currently right now that very faked inbred in
Yes.
Nigeria has just been broken up by adult services. I don't know what cooked them so freaking long.
Yeah.
But it's broke up. These people genetics are
Horrible. It's horrible. It's horrible.
Yeah, but I mean,
mother with the
I ain't gonna be able to do it.
the fact that
uncle with the aunt, uncle with the grandmother.
to me, the fact.
It is a way to permit that.
Yeah, but the fact that this was organic though.
4 weeks. I'm good.
Yeah, to me,
In the relationship,
Fred like
abortion,
that all the
I'm
time.
good. No hesitation with me whatsoever.
so you want to throw it all away? Just
Throw it all away.
Now, what if they come back 6 months later and be like, "Oh no, my bad. You was the other kid."
Oh, well.
the same one.
Oh well.
But
what if-
aborted your kid? You don't know you done aborted your kid. You done left your lady. All that for some false pretenses.
Oh
for some words.
well. It's 8 billion people on the planet. I will recover.
Hey, y'all, Fred be heartless on that. Fred be like, you know what? Hell with this. It is what it is. I like old Fred.
He's been late for villain before, Coach. He's been late for the villain.
Yeah, I'm.
Hey, you know what? Hey, y'all know what Fred is? Fred like the Simon Cowell of No Never Mind podcast. I like that, Fred.
Let's go. Look. So we got episode 3 now.
Yeah.
50-50.
Hey,
50-50 real. That was real.
50-50 is more real. Why is 50-50 so real?
shout out
Nah,
to
real-
my
real-
man
real story.
Woodrow.
You know Joe?
What?
Aggie, baby.
Aggie
Come
pride.
on, keep pride on. That's my guy
Aggie
right
pride.
there. Shout out to Woodrow that was in that episode 3.
Okay.
You know what I'm
He
saying?
played it,
was
didn't he?
real. You know what I'm saying?
Listen.
Like that's
Oh,
my
he
guy
definitely
right
played
there.
that role.
That's my boy right there. You know what I'm saying?
Jay like,
Squeeze
man,
them hard.
they're
That's
like you.
Right.
Is that drums?
6 degrees of separation. You know what I'm saying? We started. I was like, yo, hold on. Is that my man right there? Oh, come on, yo.
So now that episode was a little more, like you say, real.
Yeah,
As
yeah.
far as not as far outside of the box, so to speak, but more so like, yo, what would you do?
Yeah, yeah. It was crazy.
Because she ended up giving you the bag
Yeah.
at the end of the situation.
But
That's a
here's
lot
the
to
thing
it.
that on that episode that many people miss. The most important part of that episode, because there's a lot of twists in it.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: at the beginning, the lady who was being beat
Right?
was her mother,
Right?
Right?
and she was sitting outside. And her mama would always tell, "Don't never let no man treat you like this."
that.
And so
Yep.
that's why she was like,
Yep.
"When you promise me you're gonna take care of me, I'm not giving you none of my money. I ain't giving you nothing. You made that promise." And when he had when he had the mishap with the trucking, he couldn't honor the promise. He was like, look, and his whole thing was, I want us to, but there's some other drama in there because he was on the road taking care. He was trying to honor his promise, and while he on the road,
cleaning the kitchen.
but the reason why is because she was like, well, you don't have time for me, because in coaching. Here's a coaching moment.
Okay.
A lot of people say, okay, I want a man, and a lot of women say, I want a man who can provide for me. All right. Well, think about it. I want the bag. I want the $1 million house. Well, that man is working. He grinding. He working his tail off. He working his ass off. He's not home to see. That's why I always say, put your core values down. Is your core value quality time? Then maybe it's not this. Because I always say, be careful what you ask for, because you just might get it. But you get everything that comes with it. This is men and women. Because a man, I know this man said, man, brother, this woman, she got to be fine. She got to work out. She got to have this, the body, this, the fat ass, all of that.
Oh, she's a Looney Tune.
And I said, well, okay.
She's a Looney Tune.
If you want that, fine. But then you get everything that comes with it. Yeah. Then you got then when other dudes looking at her, then you see, y'all, we think we can just get the thing we say we want. But whenever you open Pandora's box, you get everything that comes out of the box.
Right, but if she's truly invested in you,
sure.
If that's what you want, if that's what you asked for, if she's truly invested in you, then why would you have to say
She could be, no, I didn't say she's invested, but I'm talking about the dudes that's got, she's invested in you. I mean, she ain't disrespecting you.
Right.
But if she that fine, somebody else gonna be looking, somebody else gonna.
Yeah, well, that's fine. You know, I mean, that could be somebody's trophy piece.
But just like I always say, look, just be careful what you ask for. Just know that the thing that you want, make it sure it's tied to your value system.
Right. Your morals and your values.
Your value system, your core value system.
Right.
That's all. And then what you say, Fred?
I'm with it. My value system is different from theirs, but yes, I'm definitely with it.
I'm just talking about your value system.
Oh yeah. Definitely tied to my value system.
Yeah. I already know your value system. I know it's different than theirs.
Yeah, I know me.
That's why there's two tables.
Yeah.
You got the yin and the yang.
And Big Dog right here, he ain't gonna show too much emotion and shit. He be like, yeah, I just off the dude outside, man. Don't worry about it. Everybody carry on with the podcast, you know. I'll scoop him up when we leave.
So you looking at things for season 2 already?
Oh no, we already working on the scripts, man.
Okay.
We working on the script. It's gonna be fire. And I think we're trying to have 6 to 10 episodes, and you know, the key here is, you know, just being quite honest with you. You're just trying to, you gotta make them.
Real quick,
you know,
real
we gotta
quick, check my
produce them.
side profile. This the visualize. All right, and cut. All right, just one. No pressure.
It's gonna be good, man.
Yeah, but we're looking forward to it because, like I said, it wasn't what I expected. You got a lot of twists and turns in there, so definitely keep doing what you're doing, man. We definitely.
I appreciate y'all, man. Decisions are never black and white. It's on Prime and Tubi, but do it on Tubi because it's free. Prime is $4.99, right. But either way, you can watch it. But I just want to say, you know, thank you guys for all of that, man. You know.
Yes, sir. All right, now we also got candid conversations with the Grand Canyons now. Look, that's a whole different element. That's a whole different monster.
We about to get into some candid conversations.
Now we about to get loose. Okay, so guess what?
That's a different Coach Ken.
Listen. So Coach, we're gonna talk about it now. We watched not this last episode you just dropped, the one before.
Okay.
The young lady that wanted a break.
6 month break.
6 month break.
Why it's so wet?
First and foremost, 6 month break. She took the kids, right?
Yes, she did.
Okay, she took the kids.
Yes.
6 month break.
Yes.
She stopped calling me as much as normal.
Well, let's get the context of it.
Okay.
The context is they were arguing, and a lot of times when people come to me, so I put it in context. When people, they think a break is a pathway. Now listen to what I just said. People think a break is a pathway to reconciliation.
Okay, there you go. I'll
To
go
reconcile.
somewhere else too.
Yeah. No. Why? But here's the part of that I can't. How is it that you think that separating yourself from the person is going to lead to
not gonna work.
reconciliation? Make us closer. That's like you want to get better at podcasting, but you don't podcast. Yeah, you want to break. You want the podcast to grow, but you ain't podcasting. So we gonna take a break from 6 months.
We need to work it out. So I'm gonna go get this apartment over here and I'm gonna move out.
No, that.
To be honest with you, a male mind works different than a female mind. Let's just be real. When you say break, we broke up for a minute.
Yeah.
The break
Break is a break up.
No, the break is to see if the grass is greener.
I understand that,
That's
but
what the break is
to
for.
me,
The break is to see if the
break
grass is greener
Break
elsewhere.
is a break up. The break is a hall pass. The break is everything I intended to be without you.
If you need to move out and do all that type of stuff, yeah,
Which is why I don't believe in breaks. It's like, if we're going to figure this out, we're going to figure it out together.
So here's the thing. I want everybody to hear this. And like I told them, I said, the reason why people wanted to take a break, because the place that they live in, and me and my wife were in this place. Me and my wife was headed for divorce court. So I became Coach Ken, y'all. It was so toxic that we couldn't communicate. Most people, especially people of color, because I deal with a lot of people, we have never been taught how to communicate effectively. We just think, because we saw Big Mama do it, they just talked, everybody in the family talked over the people, and that's how they communicated. Or they shut down and didn't say anything. And so that's what we've seen. And so a lot of times when people don't know what to do, they just want to separate from the problem. And they think that by me separating, I'm getting some peace, some mental peace. The anguish will go away.
you put more distance in between yourselves.
And so I always tell people, listen to me closely. A break is a prelude for a breakup. Woo. And here's why. Because once you start the disconnection process, it continues. The disconnection continues. So I told her, I said, listen, what you did was, because you didn't know what to do. You ain't know Coach Ken then. And then a lot of people that know Coach Ken, they don't want to call me because they don't want to invest the money it take to fix it. Yeah. I'm just keeping it above, right?
Coach Ken, you don't accept co-pays, huh?
Hey, look, I always tell people, I say, listen, we invest in everything else. We invest in red bottoms, equipment for podcasts, cars. We invest in homes. But why is that, y'all, we'll invest in everything else, but we won't invest in our personal development? No, never mind podcast. Yo, they are crazy. Listen, let me tell you something. They got the finest content out there. If you want to listen and you want somebody to hit the subjects that you're not willing to talk about, you need to tune into this podcast. I am a fan and I'm a follower. No, never mind podcast.